How many days this week did I do my morning pages? 2 out of 7. It's been very, very tempting to just abandon them. Did I do my artist date? No is the answer. Did I experience any synchronicity? I don't remember. I felt exhausted. It was like the aftermath of Bologna. I think my brain was in transition. A lot of doom scrolling. Were there any issues this week that you consider significant from your recovery? So in this book, there was a quote that really stood out to me. Question: do you know how old I'll be by the time I learn to play the piano? And the answer is the same age you will be if you don't. I remember the first time when I read that, it really hit a spot. I was actually beating myself up about not doing it earlier. If I don't start now, when? And actually the tasks, they were the ones that helped me build the vision. But it's now a year into actually taking action and taking it seriously, and I am currently a little bit more further on that same goal, so I'm feeling good about that. Let's talk about week 9. Morning pages completely sucked. I did 0 out of 7. My mindset wasn't in the same place. It was a lot of focus back onto family, so there was a bit of guilt there. It was a lot on working on my latest YouTube video, less doom scrolling, and more kind of like focus on just doing the work. So my artist date this week was going to the gym and into the sauna. Unintentional but spontaneous. Whatever time I can get to myself, I'm like, yeah, that's my artist date. Okay, so the tasks for this week is pretty big, and that is to start reading my morning pages. I thought I would come in here and talk about how I go through the Artist Way pages, because the first time I ever did this book, I found this week to be very overwhelming, and because there were loads of waffles, I didn't paragraph it correctly and so forth, I didn't complete the book. I just stopped here. Learning my lesson. The book, it says to underline them, highlight them, but I felt that that was very messy for me. So what I did was grab another notebook and started to categorize my thoughts in different pages. So I've got a page for hopes, future, wants and ideas. I've got a page dedicated to dislikes, and I've got a page dedicated to likes and achievements. Once I've done that, I go back to those pages and start to tally up if there's any repeats, anything that comes up again and again, and I'm able to kind of summarize it. It will take me more than a week to read. That's just me, but if you have any other suggestions, do let us know how you went through the morning pages. I hope that helps. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Can't actually say that I had any synchronicities this week. I think I've gained confidence, knowing that I am disciplined and I can only do what I can within the time that I have, and being okay with that is already a little bit of a difference that I see from when I first took this book. I really like the chapter this week because it really addresses my natural ability to overthink, and there's a part of me that just wants to go, just want to create, but then there is also the organisation part of me that's reminding me, if you don't do this now, then it's just all going to build up and it's just going to create more stress. Hopefully this will give me less anxiety and I'm going to draw more and get creative. Yeah. Can you see that my eyes are like getting smaller and smaller? I'm so tired. I don't know whether I actually mentioned this before, but when I am creating art, there's a bit of a blockage in terms of when I'm creating, I really want it to be good. And after reading the last couple of chapters, I recognise it's kind of like an ego thing. So when I was younger, you know, we get a bit of a thrill that people are complimenting on our work. So because of that nice feeling, every time I make art now, I'm like, I really want it to be good. I really want to have that nice feeling. I have been trying to tackle this and just show my art as it is, and not really worry about the results. That is what this whole YouTube channel has actually allowed me to do. That's really good to kind of acknowledge. I think it was like a subconscious feeling as well. I can now work on that and figure that side of it out. We're on to week 10 now, and I'm literally just reading this part about competition. The way I think about competition is there's a street and there's lots of Chinese takeaways. But why does every Chinese takeaway have business? Why do they survive? And that's because everybody bring their own taste to their dish. Even though you're making the same thing, you're bringing your own taste to it, and that is what people resonate to, and that's why they always get their own business and their own customers. So that's how I kind of like see art as a whole as well. You may make the same thing or have the same subject, but you always bring your own originality to it, which is your own taste. Gives me the feeling that I'm heading towards the right direction. It kind of gives a different perspective and a little bit more enforcement. Just come back from the charity shop. I actually end up buying this trunk. It's made out of metal and there's like a wooden box. And it turns out to be a coal box. I paid £7 for it. I think it's going for about £100 on eBay or somewhere, and I think it's from the 1920s era. I don't know, but I love it. I was thinking of just putting some random junk in it. And then for 50p, I bought this. I couldn't resist it. It says Pocket Dragons. I just love boxes. Especially ones that are like really cute like this. Thought I'd show you what I managed to get from the charity shop.